Class 11th, Subject Physics, 11th chapter, Electric Currents through Conductors. From the chapter, let us see the series combination of resistors. Series combination of resistors. So in series combination, the resistors are connected in a single electrical path. In case of series combination, the given resistors are connected in a single electrical path, that is, they are connected one by one. That means the second terminal of first resistor will be connected to first terminal of the second, then second terminal of the second resistance will be connected to first terminal of next. So like this, if the resistors are connected one by one, then this type of combination will be the series combination of resistance. Hence, same current I, hence as the resistors are connected in series, therefore the same current I flows through each resistance R1 and R2. Now in series combination, the voltage across this resistance R1 is V1 and across this R2 is V2, but the current I flowing through both the resistors is the same, that is I, and therefore this voltage of the supplied V will be now splitted into V1 and V2 across R1 and R2, that is, total potential V will be equal to sum of V1 and V2, and therefore we can say that in case of series combination, the supply voltage is divided across the resistors and the current flowing through the each resistance is the same, that is, it remains constant, and therefore in case of series combination, the voltage gets divided but the current remains the same, and therefore we can now apply Ohm's law to this series combination of the resistors, and therefore by applying Ohm's law to resistance R1. So for this resistance R1, whose potential is V1 and it carries current I, therefore that resistance R1 will be given as V1 upon I. Or from this we can write the potential across R1, that is V1 equal to I R1, equation number 1. Similarly, applying Ohm's law to resistance R2. For this resistance R2, if we again apply Ohm's law, then voltage across it is V2 and same current I is flowing through it. Therefore, we can write resistance R2 equal to V2 upon I, or V2 will be equal to I R2, equation number 2. Now we know that the total potential is the total voltage or the total potential V is equal to V1 plus V2, and therefore putting values of V1 and V2 from equation 1 and 2, we will get V equal to IR1 plus IR2. Taking I common, we will get I into R1 plus R2. Now if for this series combination, the equivalent resistance is RS. The equivalent resistance of all these resistors is equal to RS. S is suffix here. RS will represent the equivalent resistance of series combination of all these resistors. Then we can write this total potential V supplied will be equal to I into RS by applying Ohm's law to that circuit. Therefore we can write IRS is equal to, from this equation, I is equal to R1 plus R2, we can write IRS is equal to I into R1 plus R2. Cancelling I on both sides, we will get RS is equal to R1 plus R2, equation number 3. And therefore this equation number 3 gives the equivalent resistance of the series combination of two resistances R1 and R2. From this equation it is clear that in case of series combination, the equivalent resistance is equal to sum of all the resistances connected in the circuit. So Rs will be equal to R1 plus R2, and therefore in series combination the equivalent resistance is equal to sum of the resistances of all the resistors connected in series. And therefore when the resistances are connected in series, the equivalent resistance increases. Now instead of only two resistances, if we consider, now here we have written that equivalent resistance of the series combination is Rs equal to R1 plus R2 only for two resistors. But instead of that, if you consider n number of resistors of resistances R1, R2, R3 ... Rn. So these are the values of n resistances. Then when they are connected in series, at that time we can write Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus Rn. That will be equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n Ri, where I takes values 1, 2, 3 up to n. So this equation gives the equivalent resistance of series combination of n resistances, and therefore again we can say that if a large number of resistances are connected in series, then the equivalent resistance of that series combination is equal to the sum of all the resistances, and hence in case of series combination of resistances, the current flowing through the circuit remains constant and the potential across each resistance gets divided, and the equivalent resistance is equal to sum of all the resistances. So this will be regarding series combination of the resistances. Now instead of that, if now the resistances are connected in parallel, then how that working of the circuit will take place, let us see. So here secondly, parallel combination of resistances. So in parallel combination of the resistances, the resistors are connected. These resistors are connected between two same electrical points. Between the same two electrical points, that is between A and B, these two resistances are connected, each having its individual electrical path. Each resistance will be having its individual electrical path, that is the resistances are connected one below other. That is, in case of parallel combination, the first terminal of all the resistances will be connected to a single point. Similarly, the second terminal of all the resistances will be connected to another single point. So such combination of resistances will be called as parallel combination of resistances. And hence, as the resistances are connected in parallel, therefore the voltage applied across these resistors, that is V, voltage applied will be the same. It will not get divided. So in case of parallel combination, the voltage applied to that circuit across each resistance will be the same, because it will be measured between the 2 points A and B. And in parallel combination, the total current I will get now divided into two parts. I1 is the current flowing through R1, I2 is the current flowing through R2, and again total current will be I equal to I1 plus I2, and therefore we can say that in case of parallel combination of the resistances, the voltage applied across each resistance will be the same, but the current gets divided, and therefore total current will be equal to I equal to I1 plus I2. Again we can apply Ohm's law to this parallel combination, and therefore by applying Ohm's law to R1, to R1 resistor, we can write for this R1 which carries current I1 and voltage across it will be same as that of the supplied voltage V. Therefore we can write V equal to I1 R1, V equal to I1 R1, or I1 will be equal to V by R1, equation number 1. Similarly, applying Ohm's law to resistance R2. For this resistance R2, if we apply Ohm's law, then we will get again V equal to I2 R2, or I2 will be equal to V by R2, equation number 2. Now as the total current in the circuit, I is equal to I1 plus I2, putting values of I1 and I2, we will get I equal to V by R1 plus V by R2. Now as the resistances are connected in parallel, therefore if the total current I is equal to V by RP, where RP represents the equivalent resistance of this parallel combination of the resistances, then I will be equal to V by RP, and therefore we can write I is replaced by V by RP, that will be equal to V by R1 plus V by R2. V upon RP equal to V upon R1 plus V upon R2, cancelling, taking common this V from right side and cancelling with this V, we will get 1 by RP equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, equation number 3. Now this equation number 3 gives the equivalent resistance of parallel combination of the resistors. So we can say that from this relation, the equivalent resistance of parallel combination is 1 upon Rp equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. That means from this relation we can say that the reciprocal of equivalent resistance of the parallel combination, the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance of parallel combination is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of all the individual resistances. That is 1 upon Rp equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. So from this relation it is clear that as 1 upon Rp equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, therefore when the resistances are connected in parallel, their equivalent resistance will be decreased. So we can write for n number of resistances, we have values R1, R2, R3 up to Rn. So for n number of resistors of resistances R1, R2, R3 up to Rn, we can write 1 upon Rp equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon Rn. And therefore from this relation it is clear that the reciprocal of equivalent resistance is equal to sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances, and hence the equivalent resistance is decreased. And therefore in short we can say that when the resistances are connected in parallel, the current flowing through all the resistance will get divided, it will be different, but voltage across each resistance will be the same, and the reciprocal of equivalent resistance is equal to sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. Therefore when the resistances are connected in parallel, their equivalent resistance gets decreased.